Leo, a 7-year-old boy with messy, curly brown hair, climbs into his bed wearing his favorite red pajamas with yellow stars. The room is cozy, filled with toy rockets and comic books. Leo turns off his bedside lamp, and the room plunges into a soft blue twilight. His eyes begin to flutter shut as he drifts towards sleep. Suddenly, the floor of his bedroom begins to transform into a sea of fluffy white clouds. Leo starts to float gently above his mattress. A magical golden light swirls around Leo, and his red pajamas begin to morph into a sleek blue superhero suit. The transformation is complete. Leo now wears a bright blue suit with a glowing star emblem on his chest and a long, flowing golden cape. Leo looks at his hands, which are now glowing with a faint blue energy. He realizes he has become Super Leo. With a sudden burst of speed, Super Leo takes off, flying out of his bedroom window, which has turned into a portal to a candy-colored city. He soars over the city of treats, where buildings are made of gingerbread and the rivers flow with chocolate. Super Leo hears a cry for help coming from a group of gingerbread people standing near a giant melting marshmallow. Using his super breath, Super Leo blows a gust of icy air to cool down the melting marshmallow, saving the gingerbread bakery. The gingerbread people cheer as Super Leo gives them a thumbs up and flies back into the sky. Suddenly, the sky turns purple, and a giant grumpy gray cloud named Gloomy appears, blocking the sun. Gloomy begins to vacuum up all the colors from the city, turning the candy buildings into boring gray stone. "Stop right there," shouts Super Leo, pointing his finger at the grumpy cloud. He knows he has to save the colors. Super Leo flies at light speed toward Gloomy, but the cloud blows a heavy wind to push him back. Leo remembers his star power. He taps the emblem on his chest, and it starts to glow with a blinding yellow light. The golden light acts as a shield, allowing Super Leo to fly straight through Gloomy's wind and into the heart of the cloud. Inside Gloomy, Super Leo finds a room full of stolen toys that the cloud had taken from children around the world. "These don't belong to you," Leo says. He uses his glowing hands to untangle the toys from the gray misty vines. Gloomy tries to grab Leo with giant misty hands, but Leo is too fast, dodging every move. Leo realizes Gloomy isn't mean, just lonely. He stops fighting and offers a glowing star to the cloud. Gloomy stops his vacuum and looks at the star. His grumpy face softens and he begins to turn from gray to white. The cloud releases all the stolen color, and the city of treats becomes vibrant and bright once again. Gloomy thanks Super Leo by creating a rainbow slide that leads to the next part of the dream. Leo slides down the rainbow, laughing as he passes by floating islands made of ice cream and jelly beans. He lands softly on a giant trampoline made of green gelatin, bouncing high into the air. From the air, he sees a parade of teddy bears march below, but they are stuck behind a wall of giant broccoli. Leo knows that most kids don't like broccoli, but as a superhero, he knows it gives him strength. Instead of fighting the broccoli, he uses his yum ray eyes to turn the broccoli into giant green balloons. The teddy bears continue their parade, playing tiny trumpets and drums in honor of Super Leo. Suddenly, the ground starts to shake. A giant clock tower appears, ticking loudly. It's almost morning. The dream world begins to pixelate and dissolve at the edges. Leo has to finish his mission quickly. One last challenge appears, the bedtime dragon, a giant dragon made of soft pillows and blankets. The dragon isn't scary. It wants to give Super Leo a ride back to the real world. They fly through a tunnel of stars, moving faster than the speed of light. As they fly, Leo sees snapshots of his dream, the gingerbread people, the white cloud, and the teddy bears waving goodbye. The pillow dragon begins to turn back into Leo's own blue blanket. The golden cape starts to fade. Leo feels heavy and warm. He's floating back down toward his bed in the real world. He touches down on his bed. The clouds on the floor vanish, replaced by his familiar wooden floor and toy cars. The star emblem on his chest gives one last faint glow before disappearing completely. Leo's eyes stay closed, but a small, heroic smile plays on his lips. He is still dreaming of the victory. The sun rises higher, casting a warm golden glow across his room. Leo's alarm clock, shaped like a rocket, begins to beep softly, signaling the start of a new day. Leo stretches his arms wide, feeling stronger and braver than he did the night before. He looks at his red pajamas. They aren't just pajamas anymore.
They are the uniform of a hero. He jumps out of bed and notices a small golden feather on his pillow, a gift from the pillow dragon. Leo puts on his slippers and runs to the window, looking out at the neighborhood. He realizes that even without the suit, he can be a hero by being kind and brave every day. Leo heads to the kitchen, ready to face the day's adventures, starting with a bowl of super cereal. The story ends with Leo winking at the camera, knowing that every night